Bondo time. All right, we're just gonna hop right into it, but today we are finishing bodywork on the underbelly. Let's hope this doesn't take forever like the long nose. It's smaller than the whole car. Smaller than a car. It's just a scooter. So this shouldn't be too awful. Let's begin. Yeah, so I just traced that line to have a smooth, gradual look to make it look like it was meant to be that way. All right, I think it's time for Bondo. Scared the crap out of me when I turned to the camera and were staring at me. Body work is like really boring to watch. So I'm gonna cut back when I've figured out the bulk of this upper area and then maybe some time lapse involved or something. I don't know, but I will see you when I've made a lot more progress. I'm not gonna talk a whole bunch during a lot of these parts because I wanna keep the video filled with the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. You know, I'm not making sense. I just want to finish this. Basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna have this video uploaded when I've completed the whole thing. How about that? That sounds better. Okay, carry on. I had to put it back on to make sure fronts were being body worked in properly. And now I'll get back to sanding. Okay, small update time. I've been working on the fronts. They're coming out pretty good. Just working on getting those cap fitments good. There's a little I need to add right there, and then I can finally take this off again and then just continue out the rest of the body work and make it all smooth. So that's cool. Looking pretty good. I don't like body work. I don't know why I do this to myself. This is fun. This is my hobby. This is like, yeah, I'm gonna body work on my free time. Okay, let's continue. Forgive me if this is gonna be all over the place, but I just masked this off. I laid a bunch of pieces of tape and I got it all dialed in for where the vents are gonna go. So I'm gonna sand this off and then redo it again to match it. I was so tired of seeing that scribbled on there, so I'm just gonna get that ready for when it's time and then go back to body working. In case you're wondering, hey Jack, where'd you learn this? I don't know, I'm just kind of making it up. All right, moment of truth. Those fingers. Back to that. New day, new haircut, same body work. Today we're going to finish the underbelly. All right, here's a little bit of an update. Let me see if I can. We have that bodied in. It's just left little pinholes, another little coat of Bondo for pinholes and stuff to then finish off. Like there's still pins and stuff, and things need more smoothing. But luckily I have a bunch of high build primer that I'll be using. I'm definitely going to be high building. More pinholes and stuff. This side is the other side that I'm attacking. So I did the bulk of this side. Now I just need to do this side, and we're almost there. Rah! All right, so now I have marked every single pinhole and blemish, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of Bondo and a razor blade and just lightly skim all my problem areas. All right, I've been at this for a while now, but now the lighting is at a perfect angle where you can check your flaws. How's my hair looking? Yeah, new haircut, new attitude. All right, it's time to give this first coat of primer. Very exciting. My mask. I'm gonna say right now, really not the best of body work. That's why we're gonna do a lot of coats with high fill primer. Yeah. Not perfect at all, but good enough for a fun scooter. This part, I was tired of body working, so I didn't care. It's on the bottom of the thing. Look, let's get close. Look at the acne. This is on the bottom of it. Who gives a care? See, I'm just gonna keep giving it. I'm gonna give it like 3 more coats. Then we should be good. Yes, flame me in the comments if you want to. It'll boost my exposure if you comment. So please comment. I mean, it doesn't have to be bad. It could be good. I'd like for it to be good. Let me show you what we will be doing next after, well, now that that's basically done until paint. So yeah, my dad came out and helped me eyeball a little bit. That was a little too low, so we changed the geometry, and there's a piece of tape up there. So yeah, I have 3 options. 1, I do a mesh style where I just cut these out and I put mesh behind it. That's kind of easy, option number 1. Option number 2, I will slot them so they go in through the side, so they're actual like directional vents. Number 3, I do the vents up, so the vents will be on the top side rather than the side. I'll put some pictures in when I'm saying this so you guys have an idea. And then on right here, I'm also debating on what to do. Again, excuse the falcon, but I think some kind of vent here. Yeah, I think I will cut back on another day when I am ready to start on the front ventilatorness. Okay. All right, new day, and I think it's time for vents. Even though I'm dreading it, I already have the front panel off. We're just gonna get straight into cutting and Hope this doesn't take as long as the last part did. Didn't seem long for you guys, but it was long for me. Let's go. All right, so I've now cut 3 pieces of wood that are all the same width for vent widthness. I sanded, gosh dang it. Okay, well, we sanded the area so the fiberglass is something to grab to. I'm probably gonna wrap these blocks in duct tape so the fiberglass doesn't stick to that, and then wait for that to dry. And if this side works and like these, when I pull the blocks out and these things stay up, we'll do the other side and continue the process. All right, they're all wrapped up and I got my sheets cut. Let's throw some on and see what happens. Oh, brother, I'm gutted with the sauce. Brother, it worked. I'm extremely stoked right now, if you couldn't tell. The vents are actually venting. Venti skinny vanilla mocha latte. All right, I'm gonna cut the other side and then I'll be back when everything is glassed and it's time for Bondo workage. All right, I have this whole front panel mounted and I think we're going to start filling Bondo and hope that it goes well and sands nice and doesn't take forever. All right, little update. I seem to have finished. There was a little crater back in there that I'm filling right now, and then I think it's time for overall sand. Prime it like this piece right here that looks magical, and then check off another part of the build. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna spray it. I don't know if you can see it, but for some reason it's lifting. It's like bubbling. Oh yeah, you can for sure see it. So I might stop right now and then wait for tomorrow when that dries, and then try and spray it more. At least this is not the actual paint. If this was real paint, I'd be more sad. I say we leave this right here till tomorrow and then sand it down again and then add more coats. All right, this isn't the next day yet, but we have good news and bad news. Good news is the vents came out pretty fantastic. Bad news, yeah, the primer like pulled up the yellow paint. Even though that was paint I sanded over and wasn't coming off, all of a sudden primer hit it, and then it needed to it acted like paint thinner, paint remover. So I will update when I figure something out. I'll let it dry and then touch it tomorrow. It's probably best because I'm kind of smudging the primer. I'm gonna have to sand it and respray, but no big deal. Everything's fixable. Ah, but such a pain. All right, well, I've got the whole thing sanded down again. So I'm just gonna do light coats and hope that it holds and everything, so cross fingers that second time's a charm. But yes, let's get this camera set up and get this thing primered. There you have it. Came out pretty okay. When you get closer, you can see some of the, oh, hold on. Ooh, that's stinky without a mask. But yeah, I think it's all good to go. We can check off the second part of this, and then after, I think we'll be doing the vents on the side of the scooter, and I think it'll be then time to prep for paint. But all right, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys for watching. This one was probably, no, not that bitch, but that one. All right, well, I'm gonna end that one here. Check that, boob. I already said that. All right, well, I'm gonna end this one here. I think it came out beautifully. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you watch to the end, you're gonna get a little treat right now.